live. We're done. We're going. We're in. How exciting is this? We're back on YouTube today and on Instagram Live, mixing it both up to give you a little quarantine update, quarantine chats, find out what's happening in everybody's lives. Is everyone's head still on? I'm going to answer some of your questions. I want to hear how you're all doing. I've got my lovely wife in full gym kit, as is the way, because she's a training machine, a lean machine. There she is, just sashaying in and out.
Always in the background, just making you food.
Because you're a good lady, you're a lovely lady. I mean, obviously that's not the role of ladies. There's no such thing as pink jobs or blue jobs anymore. There's just colourless jobs where we all dig in and do whatever needs to be done. Good news, gang, for those of you who are interested in rugby but don't care about rugby or want to know any details of rugby, House of Rugby is going live. We did a show last night, got a little bit serious, talking about the current situation and what players are facing, and then we're going to do another show on Thursday, which would hopefully be slightly more light-hearted. My wonderful wife and I, everybody's jumping on the fitness bandwagon. My wife is a fitness guru, a best-selling fitness author. I have a couple of fitness books. I enjoy my fitness. I want to do some rig management, as you can imagine. I'm currently doing lots of stuff on watt bike and training every day to get into my routine. We're going to do some couples workouts for you. Couples quarantine is going to start tomorrow.
Can you just distinguish what these couples workouts will not be?
Okay, so
and why?
Okay, so firstly, you will see a lot of shit on TikTok. You will see a lot of people doing weird couple-related activity. I do a press up with her on my back. We turn around and kiss at the end of it. We tap each other's foot. We high five. We do all this ridiculous nonsense that is everywhere, right? We do all this ridiculous stuff that's going everywhere, and basically, we don't want to do anything like that. We're going to do an actual workout that you can do as a couple, both mixed ability. One of the biggest mistakes when it comes to working out as a couple is you try and do similar stuff. You try to do ridiculous things like we stand either side of a pull-up bar. I do one pull-up, you do a pull-up, we kiss. My ability is very different than Chloe's. So obviously we've got to vary what we're doing and how we do it. So doing body weight exercises, doing fitness stuff. Obviously at the moment, people with busy families, kids, etc. may not have the time, may not have access to weight. So we're going to start doing a few different variations, but the first one tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. is going to be a body weight exercise, which is going to be which is going to be pretty simple for us to do. So please come and join us in the morning. It's just before, I believe, Joe Wicks does his PE. So if you want to get in the session before the kids are up, then please do. Other than that, how is everyone else dealing with it? Has everyone got settled into a routine? I'm seeing a lot of positivity out there. I'm still seeing mental people going to parks and having barbecues and doing ridiculousness, which is madness. Don't know how hard it is to stay in. Everything in 2020 is about staying at home. You've got Netflix, you've got TV, you've got all access to everything. There is literally no reason to leave the house. I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I'm a bit on holiday. Yes, you did hear the house phone ring. Someone was trying to call me because there's a problem with the internet around here, which, as you can imagine, take away my eyes, but don't take away the internet, because that's a bit of a nightmare situation. Also, I'm trying to gauge some interest. I know there's a different amount of fans on here who follow me for different reasons, and Chloe and I for different reasons. I'm going to do some rugby specific stuff for young players who will be able to train at home if there's any interest on that. Well, it wasn't Faz on the phone, sadly. How's the CBD business going? It's actually going okay. Thank you very much for asking. In this stressful time, may I recommend some CBD to alleviate your anxiety and your stresses, help you sleep better in this uncertain time. 5 drops over the tongue. And to stop you drinking every night as well. Everybody, my wife and I are sitting at home, and I haven't had a drink since the 27th of December. I've been preparing for my first fight, doing what I do best, which is just being a bit holier than thou and sitting there minding my own business. My wife pops her head around the door, very much like this, and goes, "Wine tonight?" I'm like, "What do you mean, babe?" She's like, "Wine?" I'm like, "No, I don't. What do you mean?" She goes, "Well, she's probably just having a movie and wine night." So we're trying to stop her doing that. So my birthday's coming up on April the 2nd. So we're not going to have another drink until April the 2nd, because I have fallen off the wagon. I did have a beer the other day, which was...
I'm meant to be in a fat loss phase.
Chloe's meant to be in a fat, but Chloe's real lean. She's probably 2 weeks out, at the drop of a hat, ready for her shoot. I, on the other hand, am a bit of a situation where I'm trying to put on a bit more weight that I lost from the jungle and from excessive training, but also trying to stay fit. So, as I said, I'm doing watt bike training myself, but also we're going to do some couples workouts, couple quarantine, 8:30 tomorrow. It will be advertised on my YouTube channel. Those who follow me on Instagram, you will be able to see it, swipe up and join. It's going to be quite fun. I mean, Chloe and I are bound to have an argument, bound to fall out during it. Pardon? We don't train the same. We don't train the same. That's why couples don't always train together. That's why they say couples who train together stay together. No, actually, Chloe, when I joined her gym, had a moment where I caught her staring at space like this. And I was like, what's wrong? And she's like, well, the gym's kind of like my place, and I quite like going off there. So basically, when you're hanging out and going away, essentially having a bit of your own time is a key to surviving this quarantine.
You're also just really angry when you train.
Yeah, because I train real hard.
You look like you want to hit me for like a good hour after.
Yeah, but I look like that a lot of the time, actually. A lot of the time. Also, people kept into me about my lid here. I'm loving that. Thank you very much for all the constructive comments. I hope all of you become sterile and can never reproduce. Hopefully via some sort of accident involving hot tea on the crotch or trapping your knob in the oven door, something along those lines, just to get a smidgen of pain while you suffer and are not allowed to have any children.
In the oven door.
Well, imagine if you're naked trying to put something in the oven and you get sidetracked because the kids make it. I don't know why you got your knob out, but the kids, that's probably illegal. No, a dog makes a barking noise. You look, shut the oven door, shut your knob in it. You got to have a big knob. These people have mocked my hair. I haven't got big knobs. They've got small knobs. So yeah, we're going to answer some questions. Coffee tutorial. That is a flipping great idea.
Oh my God,
that is a great idea. I'm definitely going to do that. Get involved in Genji's challenge. What is Genji's challenge? Please let me know. Okay, coffee challenge. I'm going to make some notes here on some of the stuff you would like to see. Me naked or my wife naked is not an option because you're not paying, and I will only do shit like that for a lot of money as I'm now unemployed. Chloe will do it for free. Right, coffee making. Okay, we can do that. We'll do a variety of little things. Do you miss the jungle? I'd like to be the jungle now the world's falling apart. It's a lot simpler life. Crapping in a drop box and eating rice and beans, hanging out with my mates, playing football. It's very easy. Knob in oven tutorial. No, can't do that, mate. Nobody wants to see that. Couple rig biz run. I'm actually going on the podcast. I've spoken to Archie. He was doing some top level investing and podcasting, and I managed to get into his secretary, and we're actually going to do some stuff together, which should be quite good. I think hopefully next week. There's lots of podcasts coming out that I'm doing at the moment because everyone's bored and they know if they ring me up, I will talk at them for a long period of time. Any decent questions coming your way? Met you at Twickenham when you were talking at half time in England versus Barbarians. Well, that was good. Nice to meet you too, pal. Can you put a playlist together of your house classics, please? I DJ and play rugby and you are my hero. That's very kind of you to say so. I love a bit of that positivity, mainly because it's a compliment. If you would like any of my music stuff, I have already a house music radio show, which is great to listen to while you're quarantined. It is called Back Row Radio. It is available on Mixcloud and under podcast on Apple. It's a free app you've all got on your phones. Just type in podcast, type in Back Row Radio, and you will have all the house music and music you could desire. If you want something slightly different, I have teamed up with Defected Records and done Back Row Beats Workout. They are tunes to power every single one of your home workouts, when the kids are driving you mad, when you want some alone time, when you want to kill everybody in your family. Pop your headphones on, ideally noise cancelling, and check out Defected. I will put some of the links with this video. They're also available on my page. And if you go onto my profile on Instagram, there is a link tree. You can click down and you will find all of it for you to check out. Full day of eating and training vlog during Corona. We are going to do, I'm actually doing something with GoPro. I'm doing kind of something called Home Pro. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes to give you a bit of an idea of what we do in our daytime. But at the moment, Chloe and I are really sticking to quite a normal routine and a normal system. We're waking up early as we would do every morning. We're coming in. Chloe's either training before I get up. She wanted some cuddles this morning. Not in like a weird sexual way, just cuddles. And then we basically come down and have breakfast. Chloe's going to go off and do her training session. I've got a couple of conference calls, and then I will train a bit later, and then we're going to do some more recording. I'm going to take Chloe through her first session. Let's get some questions from YouTube. Can I have tips on tackling mentality, please? I've done that already, Callum. I did that for you last video. You're being selfish now. You've had the tackling technique. Can I have some tips on how to fix my... No, I've done that's the same question. I can't read. Yo from Malaysia. The window behind you is making it pretty dark. Oh, what? Oh, no. It's the camera. Come on, camera. Sharpen up. Right, I'll turn it around a little bit. If it's getting too dark for the old YouTubers, upset. What is better for me, HIIT or running for weight loss? Gym playlist. Okay, well, let's go for this question first. What is better for me? All depends on your goal and what you're trying to achieve and what you're trying to do. So if you're trying to prepare for rugby, you need a combination of both. There is no point having unbelievable ability to use your body weight, but absolutely no energy when it comes to running. So the whole idea is you have a phased training approach. So when I was training, I would always hit a couple of touch points in the week to help me perform. So I would do a lower body, well, basically a full body weight session, a couple of HIIT sessions, and some running fitness top ups, as well as doing some body weight work, and obviously mobility, tying that all in together. So when I'm a bit at home now, if you've got a garden, I know some people don't have gardens, then there's an opportunity for you to do some shuttles and bits and pieces. If you've got access to some cardio equipment, I would get a balance between doing HIIT, some cardio stuff, some slightly longer distance stuff, and HIIT again. You don't want to be doing HIIT every day. Your body is unable to recover and it's not optimal. You can do, with body weight stuff, you can actually do a lot of kind of slow resistance work. So a lot of people, when you see them do press ups, banging out press ups, right? If you do a press up 5 seconds down, 5 seconds up, you're really going to tear those muscle fibers and get much more benefit out of pumping it up. If you're doing a HIIT session, then by all means pump it out. Some DJ tips. I'm not sure I'm quite good enough to be handing out DJ tips, but that might be something to look into. I'm going to do a live tonight, Shave Your Head for Charity. Why don't you fucking... Actually, I've got to be nicer to people. Chloe says I've got to be nicer because someone said watching you in the mornings like Mr. Angry and Chloe, so I'm going to be nice. I'll let that slide. Toilet roll challenge seems appropriate. I'm the worst footballer in the history of the world. There is nobody worse at football than me, so I will not be doing that toilet roll challenge because it will be embarrassing. What are you doing with those knobs? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Live DJ set. Yeah, so I've got a live DJ set coming on tonight. I'm going to stream on YouTube. I have got a live DJ set Friday night and Saturday. I'm going to do it from 6 till 7 on both of those days. So make sure you tune in and enjoy them. Tips for getting the ball in the ruck, you mean. Again, we could do something on that. The only problem is I'm slightly injured at the moment, hence this bandage, so I'm limited by what I can and can't do, which means that Chloe is going to have to be the demonstrator for a lot of what I'm doing, and she obviously has never played rugby before, so it might be a little bit difficult to get the best out of it. What? Okay, she's getting upset now. She thinks she's, Tom Curry, but she's not. Keep your hair and beard growing until the quarantine is over. Yeah, I've got to do that because you can't get out to haircut. I'm not letting my wife cut my hair. A special surgeon has to do to make this, whatever's left of my hair, stay on. How are you getting your food while in quarantine? Okay, I'm going to the shops when you need to get food, but I haven't gone out there and bought an entire carload of food in one go. My wife and I buy what's appropriate for what we need. Chloe's very much in charge of the cooking in the house. I do some stuff on the Traeger barbecue, so big meat joints, chicken, fish, etc. I'll cook on there, but we just wait until we run out of food. Then we pop up to the local shop, buy the food and come back. We don't hoard because there isn't a shortage of food. The only reason there's a shortage of food is because bellends keep rushing up and buying all the food and not being particularly sensible about it. So it's as simple as that. I'm obviously trying to track everything I do calorie-wise. With some of the videos I'm going to do on the Rugby Fit series, I'm going to do to help these young kids, and no doubt we'll talk about it in couples quarantine. We'll give you some advice about tracking your food in this period, looking after yourselves, because it's very difficult when you're sitting at home, you're bored. Boredom sometimes leads to eating, drinking, falling off the wagon. You've got to maintain some... Set an alarm. You've got to put some semblance of routine into what you're doing and some self-control, because there's no good falling off the wagon all the time. Haskell and Sean O'Brien Instagram Live. That would be a very good idea. I don't know how we can do that. Can we do a joint Instagram Live? Apparently we can split the screen. Well, why have we not done this?
I'll show you how.
All right, my wife's going to show me how to do an Instagram split screen. Well, I'm going to get, I'll try and get Sean O'Brien on. I'm not sure what he's doing. Probably putting people in the back of his van. Do you know Trevor Woodman? He's my stepdad. Yes, Trevor Woodman is a top man. Love you, Hask. Marcus Garrett, the biggest man in the history of the world. If people thought I was big, you need to meet Marcus Garrett. He's like a giant. He's like Megatron from Transformers. He is massive. I would be interested in a breakdown of what CBD oil does. Okay, let me talk to you a little bit about CBD oil. Everybody is getting excited about CBD oil. The problem with CBD oil is you can't say anything about CBD oil. It is like the Fight Club because government and people have put a lot of legislation, a lot of regulations around saying CBD oil cures cancer, CBD oil fixed me mentally, all this kind of stuff. Rightly so. So as an owner of a CBD oil company, I have to be very careful ordinarily what I can and can't say about CBD oil. The reason I use it, and I have found good positive experiences with it, and I wanted to use it in the first place, was it is great for recovery and sleep. One of the things people talk about recovery more so than anything else is stopping muscle soreness, is stopping pain, is stopping all those things. What everyone always forgets is sleep is the foundation, is the best recovery mechanism out of all of it. So going to bed early, sleeping for an appropriate amount of time. I'm doing some research on sleep stuff at the moment, listening to a couple of audio books about sleep. Obviously there's different variations where people say 8 hours is the best. Some people are querying that. People are saying you should do it in 90-minute cycles, or ideally get as many 90-minute cycles in as possible. I'm open-ended about that, but sleep is very, very important. It's completely neglected a lot of the time. So what I would say for my thing is that I would take CBD oil, 5 drops under my tongue before bed, and I feel like it gives me a better sleep and I feel more recovered in the morning. I take it in the morning as well, not to obviously make you drowsy in the day, because it doesn't do that, but to aid in my recovery. I think for me, CBD oil is like a cumulative thing. The amount you have in your body after a build-up, the more consistent and better you feel. This is obviously anecdotal. This is how I feel. There isn't a massive amount of research to back this up, but this is how I feel. A lot of players, especially rugby players and sports people who go to gym, pop a lot of pills in terms of anti-inflammatories, in terms of painkillers, etc. CBD oil is a way to try to put a cap on that and aid with recovery, aid with pain management. There is a great load of research showing that CBD oil helps with mental health, anxiety, and relieves a lot of these things. There is obviously miracle stories about CBD oil, but again, it's anecdotal. Lots of people will try it and not find it work. I've got my own company called Impact CBD Oil. You should 100% check it out if you want to try it. Pre-training, we've got some balms and stuff for like bruised areas after contact sport, after lifting. We've even got some unbelievable, where are they? Hold on. We've even got some new CBD oil gummies. So if you don't like the taste of the oil, because people are a bit fussy, you can have these gummies and you can chew them and you'll get them there. Where is Tyndall? Tyndall is at home in his mansion. Has your diet changed dramatically during the quarantine? No. I've probably cut my calories down because even though I'm trying to gain, I'm not doing nearly as much exercise as I was before, so I'm having to be a little bit more careful about that, trying to make sure that I don't get overly fat or build up too much body fat, even though I'm trying to put on a little bit of weight, but I'm doing it very cleverly with my wonderful wife, who's a nutrition guru, who's just launched her new site, chloemadeley.com. She has training plans for days on there for home workouts, for home use. I have a few in my book, Perfect Fit. Got an 8-week plan. It's available on Amazon. You can get it delivered to your door. You don't have to touch anyone, and it's like a training Bible and nutrition Bible for you. Right, we've got a couple of questions here. Been loving your videos. I could watch you all day. You're hilarious. Out of the whole England rugby team you run with, who was the worst, best roommate on tour? I loved sharing Billy Vinapola. He was absolutely fantastic. Brilliant guy. I always love sharing with Courtney, but I've got to say, if one was the worst, it would be Courtney, because he had the room at 600 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius, lived off a diet of Horlicks, crunching up cornflakes and Ribena, and would every hour on the hour have a club sandwich or omelette delivered, so even during the night, because he obviously is trying to maintain weight, so it's quite funny. How do I train in quarantine? I've already covered that if you watched the video back from the beginning. I'm a nugget. Okay, that's great. Chloe wouldn't want to cuddle. Oh, sorry, let's skip forward. One line for you. If this quarantine gets any more toxic, I might have to date it. Oh, what?
Chloe wouldn't want to cuddle.
Best flanker right now. Best flanker right now? Go on, expert. Chloe doesn't know what a flanker is. I was a flanker. And
Wanker.
yeah.
You know I love Tom.
Yeah, Tom Curry. I'll say Undernose or Tom Curry, I would say at the moment. I'm stuck in bed with the virus. Can you send some love? Okay, I'm sending some love, mate. Big love from all my followers to you. Rumour has it Bristow is still snoring. What are your thoughts? Come on. That was just a little bit of a chat. That was a little after social chat we had. Hey James, I'm stuck at home. I play for Harlequins Academy. What tips do you have to keep you fit? Well, what's your name? Archie, I assume your name is. Name can't be Arch. Well, maybe it is. Fucking hell, big Arch is coming around. We're going to do some training tips for you. I'm going to take you through some sessions. Chloe is going to be my female rugby player / male rugby player to help demonstrate some of the workouts for you kids to do. I'm going to stream them live on YouTube, either live or I'm going to pre-record them, give you some tips and give you some advice. What's the best DJ software? Okay, I am an absolute tech nose. I love trying all sorts of different technology when it comes to DJing. I've tried Serato, Tractor, Recordbox. I think, to be honest with you, simplicity for me using with CDJs is Recordbox. I'm even trying the Denon stuff at the moment to get a good idea of what's that like. All of it's kind of fantastic. Depends what you want to do and how you want to do it. One of the DJs that I really admire, Nick Fanciulli, he uses Tractor. I've played around with that. I think it's brilliant. But it all depends how you want to DJ, the genre of music you're DJing. For example, if you're a hip hop DJ, you know, and a Serato for me is probably the best. Vinyl, there's no need for me to play vinyl. Everyone goes, oh, you're not a proper DJ, let's play vinyl. I don't need to. Honestly, God, I don't need to play vinyl. There's no need for it. I don't go into clubs. Trying to do a vinyl setup, carrying a record bag, I don't care. And all these people who get very perturbed about DJs going, you know, he's not a real DJ, he's not doing it. Most of the people you're mugging off are getting paid millions and couldn't give a shit. So it's one of those things. Do what you got to do best. Has Marler spoken to Alwyn Jones yet? I don't know. Maybe we should get Joe Marler on an Instagram. I'm making some notes here. Sean O'Brien, Joe Marler. Instagram, what a great idea. Defected in the house style, yeah. Defected are going live again this Friday. Tune in for their all-day show, absolutely amazing. Is that a Lara Hardy tattoo? This one isn't actually, but my left foot is a Lara Hardy tattoo. What a genius he is. Go full Monty with the hair. No, thank you. I like to cling on to it. I haven't reached Alwyn Jones levels. King's Head, show us a flying armbar. No, thank you. I don't think I've got skills for flying armbar, and at the moment, my arm may fall off, as you can see some of the bruising there. Delightful. I've got a bit of an injury. Don't like to talk about it though. Well, listen guys, we've been online for 21 minutes. I'm going to go for another 10 and then I'll get you all off. How many calories do you need to fill the average rig? All dependent, mate. Completely dependent. That is why I'm always a bit nervous about when you go online, you follow programs and stuff, you can make lots of progress with generic programs. You can make, if you've never started, never trained before, you can get in a great place. When you've got specific results-based things, that's when you need to drill down and understand. How much calories you burn to just be you, I have no idea. Myself is very different. You know, my BMR or basal metabolic rate is about 2,700 calories. So that's what I need to eat just to operate around. Plus I was probably burning about 2,000 calories or 2,500 calories per day training at London Shoot Fighters. You know, you're talking about 5,500 calories I was eating just to maintain what I'm doing. If you don't do anything and you're sedentary and you sit on your ass, your BMR is not going to be that much or be less than you think. If you're gaining weight, it means you're eating more than that and more again than the exercise you're burning. Your clock is backwards. No, it's not dickhead, it's reflected backwards. It's why people go, this is one of the things I love about social media. People are so eager to point out faults that in real life, you would go, I'm not quite sure that I've got that right. But social media, like, that's not a transformation, her tattoo swap legs. What are you talking about, tattoo swap legs, you fucking idiots? How would you change a tattoo? It's not fake something. It's not like I've gone for a body transformation and Chloe puts a picture of me and I used to be black and now I'm white. And I'm like, yeah, I've gone really well. It's not how it works. So people stop pointing out faults. Use social media for the positive thing it's supposed to be. Stop being keynos. Nobody cares. It's not backwards. Why would I have a backwards clock? You idiots. You're an idiot. One thing, another podcast I listen to that's quite entertaining is doing conspiracy theory sections in podcasts. Would love to see your reaction to some conspiracy theories. Do you know what? I'm actually really keen on conspiracy theories within reason. I like quite a lot of them. However, my wife is massively skeptical.
It's not skeptical, it's you're a fucking idiot if you buy into all that shit. You're an idiot.
Well, I mean, look, this virus was definitely man-made.
Yeah, nobody's saying it wasn't, you fucking idiot.
This virus was not a mistake.
No, I don't. Listen. The idea that, oh my god, I'm not even doing it.
Come on,
Everybody knows where this virus came from, how it came about, what it is, right?
Yeah.
The idea that the UK government have unleashed it on
they haven't done that. No.
To benefit. That's what you were saying.
No. Whoa.
Because you think they want a no cash economy.
No, I was watching London Real.
Shut up. Don't breathe air into it. Do not give it airtime.
Right.
Just stick to the facts.
All right.
And shut the fuck up.
This virus is man-made and definitely released from China. Didn't come from eating rats. Put it out there. Just put it out there. If you like it, you can take it. If you don't, you can send it right back. Last couple of questions. What's the best one to get juice? What's the best one to get juice? Are you implying that I'm on steroids, you morons? I get drug tested all the time. Oh, I did anyway, not anymore, but I still get with Bellator. So, what happened to your arm, Sir Haskell? Wrestling injury, unfortunately.
Show him.
I did. It's bruised. I tore bit my pec. Not great, but we'll talk about it another time. Don't want to go on about it. James, my stepdad is Trevor Woodman. Yes, you've told me, Archie. I commented on that a minute ago. Someone's written Bell End. Thank you. How was your time in the jungle? Time in the jungle was fantastic. I met some absolute heroes of people. Jacqueline Josser, Roman Kemp, Ian Wright, to name a few. Andrew Maxwell,
Who was
Adele.
your favourite?
Who was my favourite? I couldn't possibly choose favourites. They were all my favourites. I have to.
Yeah.
You're my favourite.
Thank you.
Is there going to be House of Rugby still? Yes, Noah. How have you missed this out? How do people miss out the stuff? We did 2 shows last week. We're doing 2 shows this week. If you please follow me on Instagram here, you will see all the updates, all the latest information. It's going out. I think the video is probably going out later today for the new House of Rugby. How many girls here are in full makeup? What?
Not me.
I don't know what people put out. At least one push-up. I loved you in the jungle. You were amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Do you use any beard products on your facial hair? Do you know what? I really want to get into it. People keep offering to send me stuff, which is very kind, but I don't promote loads of stuff for free. So I'm happy to try some recommendations, but I can't guarantee that I'm going to promote it. So I don't want to take things that I'm not going to use.
You should do what I do, and you should do it for, like a trial for them, right? To see if it's any good. And then if you like it and they like you, you work
Fine.
together.
If the Barbarians were to ask you as a one-off, where's it gone? If the Barbarians were to ask you as a one-off to play, would you consider sticking those boots back on? Look, if I could play again for the one game and for the Barbarians, I would 100% do it. I just don't think I can physically run anymore. I just don't think I could do it. You know, I could probably play 5 minutes if I had a jab in my ankle, but I don't know. But look, never say never. I didn't think I was going to be a cage fighter, but at the moment I probably won't be as the fight's postponed/cancelled. Or it isn't, it is, I don't know yet. I've not had any updates, so we'll see, but I'm still preparing as if it's going on. You're a legend. Great videos, bro. Big ups from South Africa. Thanks, mate. Drop us 10 push-ups. No, I can't. I've hurt my arm. I've got a note from my mum saying I don't have to. Right, gang. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Do you miss Fazza? Yeah, I miss Owen Farrell. He's a lovely chap. When are you going to do the rugby stuff? I'm going to start the rugby stuff Thursday. So stay tuned watch my Instagram stories for advertisements and bits and pieces to let you know when we're going to do things. I really appreciate all of you tuning into my Facebook Live, my YouTube, Instagram, for all your kind support. Check out my book Perfect Fit and my book Cooking for Fitness on Amazon for cooking tips, training tips, ideas to training at home. Check out my wife's website, chloemadeley.com. I will be back. We're doing a live DJ stream tonight. I have got some live DJ streams Friday night, Saturday night. I'm starting some rugby training stuff with yours truly off camera. I'm going to catch up with Joe Marler and hopefully maybe see if I can get him to do a Instagram live with me. I'll contact him in a bit and see how we get on. Peace, gang. See you all soon. Thanks, gang, for tuning in to my Instagram live. Or my YouTube live, I should say. If you want to subscribe, then please do. Please share, and I will catch you all very, very shortly for more fun and entertainment.